So over the last 2 years, the Minnesota Timberwolves have made it to the conference finals, but when anybody's really talking about a team that can make it out of the West again this year, nobody really mentions them. 2 years ago, they shocked everybody. They beat the Denver Nuggets, but then they lost to the Dallas Mavericks in the conference finals. Last year, it really wasn't close against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I still think Minnesota is a good team, but I do wonder if they are eventually going to have to make a big move down the line. And what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? And I feel like that one move they're going to be linked to a ton is going to be Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. But when you're trying to figure out like a Ja to Minnesota trade, it is really tough to make it work because Minnesota has been in the second apron for the last few years. They're basically under that now, but this is a team that, like, Gobert, 33, doesn't have much trade value. Why would why would Memphis want Julius Randle? Would you trade Jaden McDaniels for Ja Morant? No, I don't think I would do that. Like, Naz Reid, maybe. DiVincenzo, maybe. You have Dillingham, but I don't know if that's going to be intriguing for Memphis. And Minnesota still doesn't have a lot of draft capital to work with because of the Rudy Gobert trade that they made a few years ago. They also traded away a future first rounder for Rob Dillingham on the night of the 2024 draft. And shout out to 2K not having Start Today updated yet. So Anthony Edwards got hurt to start off the year. He's still TBD. Wow, Mike Conley breaks his leg when that shouldn't happen because I don't have to go through... if I went through Start Today, but that is not a thing yet. So, the Knicks are playing the Timberwolves tonight. That game may have already happened. Anthony Edwards might come back for this game. Still wait and see about that. I mean, Mike Conley probably shouldn't have been in our rotation whatsoever to begin with, so I wasn't really going to play him major minutes going forward. Now, I'm going to have... I mean, they've been rocking DiVincenzo with the one. I think I'll stick with that. Edwards, McDaniels, Reed, or Randall. Reed coming off the bench. I think McDaniels is still a major X factor. I don't know if he has another offensively to his game. I like to think so. Rob Dillingham has also kind of been banged up this year. He hasn't really taken advantage of his playing time. Neither has Terrence Shannon Jr. They took Yohan Berenjay in the first round. I think Jalen Clark has been okay for them. So I think Naz Reid can low-key get the backup 5 minutes. So I might just stick with this rotation. Like, I don't think I'm going to throw Bones Highland. I don't mind Johnny Juzang as like a shooter. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe he'll get like 8 minutes a night. This will be the bench. Yeah, 29 to Reed's good. 30 to Gobert's good. 35 Randall. Randall has really been stepping up as a #1 option with Anthony Edwards out. If I went to my shot tendencies, what does this look like? Okay, good with Ant. Oh, that's a rating. I was like, wait, why is that? Why is Rudy Gobert at 84? I think we can lower Randall just a little bit, where he's like a bona fide 2. Let's definitely bump up McDaniels. Like, he should not be that low. I want him at a 70 with Naz Reid. DiVincenzo good. Dillingham good. Like, Joe Ingles is not going to play. Looks like Berenjay's at a 20. Yeah, we can up that to like a 45 this year. So we are taking on the Knicks. You guys may have already known the outcome this time, or 2K thinks that they're going to blow them out by 30. And yeah, like, will this team be able to go to the finals with Randall as a #2, with Reed as a #3, with McDaniels as a #3? And I think this team does get a first-round pick this year. Shout out to Anthony Edwards winning NBA Cup MVP. Did they play? Was Charlotte an NBA Cup game? I don't know if they played their cup game, or maybe it was Brooklyn or something like that. I don't know. The NBA Cup is starting way too early. 2K likes us a ton, though. We are 25-6 at the moment. Anthony Edwards is averaging a light 31-5-5. Randall's averaging 24-7-4. That's like a #2 option I want to see. Naz Reid could definitely win 6th Man of the Year. DiVincenzo is stepping up as like the fill-in point guard. All right, so we're here at the trade deadline with a 42-10 record right now. We are actually #2. 2K, this is why we need to update this simulation. Dallas is not this good in real life. Why are they 43-8 right now with like Kyrie not even playing yet? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. We're 42-10, a game and a half back at Dallas. Like, OKC's 33-19. They're a lot better than that. Minnesota, 11-point differential right now. Atlanta's at a 9.9. New York is at an 8.6. And yeah, we're getting about 51 points a night between Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle. Naz Reid might be at the top of the 6th Man of the Year race. I definitely want to check that out. As good as Mike Conley's actually not been that bad. He's playing like 9 minutes a night. Do I try to leverage that contract at the deadline? I feel like we should try to be aggressive here. Anthony Edwards, 5th in MVP race. Naz Reid already has one 6th Man of the Year under his belt. Could he get another one? Possibly. I mean, nobody's trading for Gobert, right? Like, I don't think he's much value. Does he have 2 years or 3 years left? Oh, it's 3 years. Okay. That is very tough. So Mike Conley has an expiring. I don't know who else like would have trade value. Like, would I trade Terrence Shannon Jr., who's been slightly disappointing and is already 25 years old? And I think so. I think we're going to trade away Terrence Shannon Jr. to the Phoenix Suns. We're going to get Jordan Goodwin in this trade. Fine rotational guard, but I'm getting Dylan Brooks in this trade as well. We're sending them Mike Conley, the veteran, but they're getting the young piece in Terrence Shannon Jr. I might have to throw in like a 2nd rounder to get this deal done, and they're going to agree to that. So welcome to Minnesota, Dylan Brooks. I would like, if this happened, I would have to go back and watch the playoff series between Memphis and Minnesota in 2022 to see if like Ant and Dylan Brooks went at it. I'm sure they did. But Dylan Brooks and Jaden McDaniels, that is really exciting going forward and basically can soften the blow of losing Nickeil Alexander-Walker in the offseason. So I think Dante's kind of been fine as the point guard, so I don't think I'm going to change anything there. We have Rob Dillingham in like that bench role. Jalen Clark has been fine and was better than, what's his name? Than Terrence Shannon Jr. We're going to give Dylan Brooks like 22 minutes a night. That's good with me to come off the bench. And I think that's going to be my big trade here. What is Dylan Brooks' shot tendency? It's at a 55. Let's get that up to like a 64. And our assistant proficiency under Chris Finch is 4 stars, 7 seconds. I know Timberwolves fans maybe have a love-hate relationship with Chris Finch. I do think he's like still a solid coach in this league. I don't know if they would ever promote Mike and Nori. Nice. The first game after the trade deadline, Julius Randle breaks his right leg. Silver lining here, he should be good to go for the playoffs. But come on, man. That is brutal. So what we're going to do is we're going to start Naz Reid at the 4. I could have started McDaniels at the 4 and thrown in Dylan Brooks, but we're going to do that. Brooks will get more playing time. Rob Dillingham will get more playing time. Clark's getting more playing time. And now Baron J is going to get more playing time as well, kind of as like the backup 5, since we're going to have Naz Reid as a starter. All right, so we just got Randall back. We are 60-15, so this team is performing a lot better than maybe what I thought. And who knows, maybe Minnesota does end up as a 1 seed. We're still very early into the season. We have Randall back for the playoffs. Naz Reid is dealing with a bruised hip right now. So he's averaging 16 points, 8 rebounds, 2 to 4 more weeks. So that could linger into the playoffs a little bit. He didn't get fully healthy before the season ended. A season in which Jokic won his 4th MVP award. Dylan Harper is your Rookie of the Year for the Spurs. Bobby Portis 6th Man of the Year. Wemby Depoy. Reece Shea Most Improved. Wemby Clutch Player of the Year. But we get Coach of the Year in Chris Finch. So can't really do anything with him now. Wemby got hurt. So who's ever going up against the Spurs in the playoffs may have a little bit of an easier path. Anthony Edwards, I got to check if he won the scoring title. 31.5 points per game. I think like even Randall could have ended up on an All-NBA team. As much as like Rudy Gobert is like a limited offensive player, this man still a top 5 defender in the sport, all defensive first team. You love to see that. And I didn't think like, oh, Baron J, all rookie second team. Okay, I will take that. We ended up as the 1 seed. Funny enough, we could end up against San Antonio, and that is the case. So San Antonio loses to Golden State, but then beats Phoenix. So shout out to Phoenix, kind of going far with Shannon Jr. and Conley. So they're not going to give up like the best pick in the world maybe to Memphis. So we're taking on San Antonio, who is going to be without Wemby for how long? Oh my God, De'Aaron Fox tore his ACL. Wow, they are banged up. Okay, and Wemby's out maybe for the series as well. So we kind of got lucky right there with who we're going up against. I do want to see, did Ant lead the league in scoring? Nope. Shea and Curry both beat him out. All right, so no Victor Wembanyama. We should be fine in this series. So we're going to probably go with Gobert, Randall, McDaniels, Edwards, Dante, right? We're going to have Dylan Brooks, who I think is a big add for this team. I mean, Dylan Brooks, Ant, McDaniels, like we have some guys that are going to get under your skin. I like Jalen Clark a ton as like a 10-minute a night guy. Rob Dillingham 14 is good. We'll do 23 to Brooks, 31 to Reed. Do they want me to go to a 10-man? No, they like me at a 9-man. Let's go 40 to Ant. We can go about 1 more to DiVincenzo. Let's do 2 more to McDaniels. I think we actually can win it all in year 1. Maybe this is like the best addition that we could get for this squad. Game 1, Minnesota wins by 9 in overtime. DiVincenzo dropped 33. Ant played 49 minutes. I don't love that. They don't have Wemby or Fox, and they took us to OT. We're going to blow them out, though, in Game 2. That's more like it. You know, when you're up by that much in the 4th, please don't play Ant 43 minutes a night. Please. Naz Reid fully healthy. We lose Game 3 by 1, and you guys blew a 15-point lead in the 4th quarter. It's not good. Game 4, we win, though. 120-101. We outscored them by 17 points in the 4th quarter, and 39 in this one. He's averaging 30 points in the playoffs, and we are going to win in 5. And our real test is next. Shout out to DiVincenzo, who was a stud for us in round number 1. But we got to take on the OKC Thunder. And already playing through an injury. We don't like to see that. I don't know how Joe Ingles got hurt. Probably in garbage time. But we got to take on the OKC Thunder, who are going to be without Alex Caruso, it looks like. I can't wait to rebuild the Thunder. Like, they might have like 3 or 4 first-round picks in this upcoming draft. So they're without Caruso, Sorber, and Kenrich Williams. This is a rematch of last year's Western Conference Finals, but we know how that went. And OKC's going to win Game 1, and we choked it in the 4th. We lost by 11, and we got outscored by 25 in the 4th. We had it in the bag there. Game 2, we go down 2-0 early. Damn. We got outscored by 10 in the 2nd quarter and had 21 and 10. I mean, it's a different beast. It's a different defensive beast out there. But we do win Game 3, 136-127. Ant with 44, Randall with 22, 11 rebounds for Naz Reid, 5 assists for Rob Dillingham. Game 4 goes to the OKC Thunder, 129. 117, unfortunately. 25 for Randall, 24, 7, and 9 for Ant. We're down 3-1. 3-2, we stay alive. We win by 29. So we've technically gone one game further than what the Timberwolves did in 2025. McDaniels has been fine. Randall's been really good, man. Ant's been really good as well. Can we force a game 7, or are we going to lose in 6 games? We have a good first half. You're up by 13 in the fourth. Don't blow it. And you don't. You win by 16, and we're on the verge of coming back 3 games to 1. We don't have any injuries. I don't know if anybody got re-injured for them. No, they're still without Sorber and Caruso. And can we win game 7 at home and complete the 3-1 comeback? Not good. We're down by 21 points here in the fourth quarter. Yeah, we're going to get blown out, sadly. So we lose 136, 115. Shades of like Denver, OKC, although we came back down 3-1. It's just that game 7 was not competitive whatsoever. 48 for Randall and McDaniels, 32 for Anthony Edwards, but a loss is a loss. And this team does not make it to the conference finals for the 3rd straight year. They end up losing in round number 2. Dylan Brooks was not great against the Thunder, unfortunately. I would like to think we would have beaten Dallas, but let's see who's going to go to the NBA Finals. Okay, it's Dallas and Atlanta. Dallas wins in 5. Atlanta wins in 5. And we're going to see Atlanta win in 5 as well. Holy crap. This I'm playing on PC this time around. The sim speed is ridiculous. I can barely see what goes on. And Trae Young is your finals MVP for the Atlanta Hawks. Okay. So let's go on here to the offseason. LeBron James retires. Chris Paul retires. Horford and Brook Lopez retire as well. And Joe Pruney ends up retiring as the assistant head coach of the Orlando Magic. Hall of Fame, LeBron, Chris Paul, and Paul George. You have Rose, CP3, like loaded jersey retirement class there. Let's go to the lottery where the Minnesota Timberwolves, I believe, own our first round pick. It might give us like a swap best. I don't really know if we deserve that. I know Cleveland has to swap their pick with like Atlanta and San Antonio at 30. So I don't know. We ended up having the last pick in the whole draft, which I think is what we end up actually getting because it's a swap with Utah. So I will give Cleveland, well, I got to turn off the stepping rule. Yeah, so if I give Cleveland 25 and I will take on pick 30, and we're going to have to do that with the stepping rule. So let me now turn that back on. So let's go to the staff signings. Chris Finch, we're going to keep going forward. He did win how many games this year? We won 66 games, and we lost to a team that won 16 less than us and kind of dominated us. I know it went to 7, but being down 3-1 really hurt. And let's go here to the NBA draft where we could try to trade up, but we don't have many tradable contracts at the moment. Like, Ant's going nowhere. Randall's got 1 year left and a player option. He may already opt out of it if he's going to have that season again. He wasn't a great 3-point shooter, but I'm going to keep Randall right now. Gobert, I mean, he was a top 5 defender in the sport. This is probably where I should try to move on from Gobert, but what team wants Gobert at the moment? Philadelphia, how do they? Oh, I think Paul George retired, but like they have Embiid. Milwaukee's got Miles Turner. I mean, Chicago could make sense because he's a veteran. He's a little bit younger than Vucevic. I'll go back to them. The Clippers, no, you have Zubats. The Heat, no. The Hornets, maybe. But this is probably the best they'll get. Miles Bridges and Grant Williams. 2 players I don't really want. I don't think the Lakers would really be in the market for him. Nick Claxton, no. Detroit, I think they're fine with Jalen Duren going forward. Houston, no. San Antonio, no. Phoenix, like, there was talks that they could want Gobert in the Kevin Durant trade, but, like, do I really want Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal? Not really. Washington is interesting just because they have a lot of draft capital, and, like, Corey Kispert is not part of their future plans. Plus, they have the cap space, and now you can have Sarr experiment with the 4, and he really improves their defense in the short term, which can now get the young guys into the playoffs. I would say either Washington or Chicago is where I could ship Gobert to. I just don't want to operate with Naz Reid as my full-time 5, so I would still need to find another guy in the offseason. I like Trey Jones as a backup point guard. Jalen Smith's whatever. I think I'll take my chances on Corey Kispert. Do you have multiple first-rounders in this class? Could I also get 24 in this class, and I'll get this 2029 first as well? They would want my first. So I'm going to move up a couple spots, but I do have to give up my second. Probably will do this at the end of the day. I don't really have like a great player I'll throw in. And we do have Johan Berenger. I don't know if he's ready to start, but welcome to the team, Corey Kispert, as a good 3-point shooter off the bench. We're going to save a little bit of money long-term. Gobert is still a top 5 defender in the sport. So this is maybe not the wisest decision by me, but I hope it pans out. We'll see. AJ DeBan says the Thunder, we're all screwed. All right, so I just kind of went Best player available. Shout out to the PC draft classes and Brett Nance going number 2 overall. Isaiah Evans, we are going to sign out of Duke. I think this could definitely be the range where the microwave scorer 3-point shooter can go. I think we could think about moving Rob Dillingham and Johan Berenger if there's like a center that we could truly get that can help us out in this window. Because I was just really scared that Rudy Gobert was going to fall off a cliff and like totally regress. Oh, and I also created a massive trade exception from that Rudy Gobert trade as well. That's definitely why I did it. And I'm going to call up the Dallas Mavericks. And I wonder if I could give you a point guard in Rob Dillingham for Derek Lively. Would they do this? Dillingham's under contract for 2 more years or a year longer than Lively. I don't think they say yes to this. I was hoping I was going to get a counter. Like, does Leonard Miller get it done? I did get this first rounder in this trade as well. So what about if we rerouted Rob Dillingham and that first rounder that could be good for Derek Lively, who could be a really good lob threat for this team? They're going to say no. Wow. And I'll give you Leonard Miller. They say no. Okay. They really don't want to move Derek Lively. Berenger might be a little rich for me. Berenger, Dillingham, and that. Like, could I get somebody a little bit better than Lively? Like, what about a Ivica Zubac? What about I give the Clippers, who don't have many guys on their roster right now? Could I give you Dillingham? What about just Dillingham in the first for Zubac? They may view him differently than Lively. Hold on. Let's do the exception. Throw that in there. They say no. And like, this is something I'll throw in Berenger, but would Leonard Miller get it done? Would Leonard Miller... I don't have any seconds. Jesus, we have no picks. What about Leonard Miller and Berenger? That's probably the best, like, or Berenger, Dillingham, a first exception. And I could throw in Leonard Miller. That's the best I could do. Damn it, man. I'm surprised they didn't accept that. All right, what about Jared Allen? We're just going to everybody here. Let's do Rob Dillingham. Let's do Leonard Miller. And let's do that first rounder in 2029 for Jared Allen. They don't view him any differently. I'll throw in Johan Berenger. They agree to that. Holy, okay. So we get a little bit younger. We get about 5 or so years younger with Allen there. Nasri can still be the backup. It sucks I had to trade away Berenger and Dillingham, but I'm trying to maximize this window around Anthony Edwards. I'm going to sign Mohamed Gay from the Atlanta Hawks, who I think has still some good potential in the league. I'm going to sign Scottie Pippen Jr. to be like a backup point guard or a depth point guard over like Bones Highland and Jordan Goodwin. I wouldn't mind bringing back Rocco Zikarsky if I can, but he's not interested in renegotiating with us, unfortunately. And Jalen Clark is restricted, so I'll definitely get him back. Rocco Zikarsky got a deal from the Spurs. I'm going to match that because he's not going to get a 2-way from us. I did hand out my 2 ways. And I'm getting the man who saved basketball on a 2-year deal in Aaron Wiggins. I don't know why he never gets picked up, but I'm bringing in Ark Chomsky and Mohamed Diawara on my 2 ways. And then hopefully I will get back Jalen Clark on the qualifying offer. I'm not sure if Johnny Juzang had a QO. I don't think so. Trae Young goes back to the Hawks after winning it all. They brought back Kristaps. Austin Reeves goes back to the Lakers. Vooch joins the Utah Jazz. So yeah, Jalen Clark takes the QO, player progression. Randall down to an 85. Nasri down to an 80. And then I can't re-sign Randall before the season starts. I'll bring back Dylan Brooks. Honestly, let's get him at like a nice tradable contract range. It'll be about 2 years, 20 million. DiVincenzo, I'd like to bring back as well. We'll do kind of roughly the same contract, 2 years. 20 million with that one. We added Corey Kispert as a 3-point shooter, another tradable salary that we could eventually move at the deadline. KD's going to retire at the end of the year. So that's going to be the starting 5 with Reed, Brooks, Kispert off the bench. I guess we'll go with like Scottie Pippen Jr. sure to start off the year, but we're definitely going to rotate guys in throughout the year. It could be Jalen Clark. It could be Isaiah Evans. We'll see. We won 66 games last year. I know losing Gobert is going to hurt, but hopefully we can win 60 plus again this year. All right, so Trae Young is your NBA Cup MVP this year with the Atlanta Hawks. We are 17-8 to start off the year, which puts us as the 3 seed in the Western Conference. The Thunder off to a great start. Yeah, they were able to draft AJ DeBanza. Thomas Sorber is down in the mix. Dallas is still really good. They signed AJ Johnson. 2K still loves the Dallas Mavericks a lot. Corey Kispert is currently hurt right now with the right knee tendonitis, but Randall Edwards combining for 52 a night. Damn, right after the deadline last year, Julius Randle broke his leg. He gets left knee tendonitis the day before the trade deadline here in 2027, a season in which we are 41-10 with a 14-point differential, 123 points per game, 109 allowed points per game. And like, I want to think that we could go all the way. I mean, Randall, I can't trade right now since he is banged up, but he has been very good when he's been out there for us. I like the depth that we had. If there's any move I would make, it's maybe packaging like Corey Kispert's contract. Although like 39 from 3 is encouraging, and that's something I could definitely move in the offseason. Jaden McDaniels may never be a 20-point per game guy, but he's still like a really good 3D piece. Dylan Brooks has been playing better this year. Dante DiVincenzo still kind of playing out of position, but it's working. Like, we are really good, and we're the 1 seed again. Wow, since I last saw you guys, we have a 14.2-point differential, best in the NBA. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't think I'm going to make any trades here and just hope we're fully healthy by playoff time. I'd rather this happen in February than April. Anthony Edwards breaks his left hand. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. And Wemby wins the 2027 MVP award. Cameron Boozer, Rookie of the Year for the Blazers. He also gets 6th Man of the Year. Wemby Depoy, most improved is Trey Johnson of the Washington Wizards. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty impressive season. And then we're going to see Steph, Clutch Player of the Year, back-to-back years. We won 67 games this year. Back-to-back years, Chris Finch gets Coach of the Year. Back-to-back years, Chris Finch gets Coach of the Year. No Ant on All-NBA first team or second team. He does make All-NBA third team. Damn. Powell broke his ankle. He's out for the playoffs. 31.2 points, 6.5 rebounds, 5.1 assists. We don't get any Minnesota Timberwolves here on the all-defensive team. And yeah, like Isaiah Evans didn't play enough to get on an all-rookie team. Okay, good. Jaden McDaniels is good to go for the playoffs. Unfortunately, we got to play the Spurs, and I doubt Wemby is hurt and Fox this time around. Randall's got a knee injury. He is day-to-day at the moment. Aaron Wiggins got hurt, but I didn't think I was going to rely on him too much for the playoffs. He's out for 2 to 4 weeks with knee tendonitis. So let me show you guys the standings. We finished with the best record in the NBA. 13 games better than the 1 seed in the East, and about 10 games better than the Thunder. 9-game winning streak. 13.6 point differential. And the playoff rotation is going to be the same starting 5 you'd expect. Naz Reid is going to play a decent amount like Jared Allen. We're going to go about 17 of Brooks and Kispert. And then Scottie Pippen Jr. wasn't great. Wasn't very efficient this year. But like, will I play him over Jalen Clark? I don't know. Wiggins will probably play like when he comes back. But let's go like 10 to Clark. Let's go about 40 to Ant. Let's go 32 to Dante. 33 to Randall and McDaniels. And we can actually go 34 to those guys. So we're taking on San Antonio, who unfortunately, I mean, wow. Did they either trade Fox or Fox is hurt again in this matchup against us? Fox is currently out. Torn ACL? Is that from last year too? He's still recovering? Oh, he's day to day. Yeah, so he's actually coming back for this series. That's crazy. Keldon Johnson's hurt as well. They do have a healthy Wemby. We're going to win game 1 though by 16. Fox comes back, okay, right off the ACL tear, and they're going to win game 2 by 11. So this is not really a true, what were they, a 7 seed, but lost. Yeah, they didn't have Fox for the regular season. We're going to win by 21 here. Wemby had 6 blocks, 40 and 10 for Ant. Please, Ant, show Wemby you're the best player on the floor. We do end up winning game 4 by 5. All right, just don't let them, or don't blow a 3-1 lead. They win game 5. That's fine because you guys are going to win game 6, right? Thank you. Thank you very much. We end up winning by 14. Wemby had a monster performance. It didn't matter. Ant with 49, 7, and 9. And we're going to advance to round number 2. We don't have to play the Thunder. And we get Golden State over Dallas, which is huge. So we're taking on Steph. They've acquired Aaron Gordon. And that happened midseason as well. Did this involve like Jimmy or Draymond? How did you trade? Yeah, Draymond for Aaron Gordon straight up. People always said that Aaron Gordon was like the next Draymond at times in Orlando. Okay, so we're taking on the Warriors, who probably get better with that trade. Ant carried this team in round number 1 offensively. You have Phoenix and OKC down here. Shout out to Phoenix making it this far. We're going to win game 1. This is a rematch of 2025's round number 2, in which Steph got hurt with the hamstring injury. And we split the first 2. Kuminga had 20. Game 3, we're going to win this one. Kuminga had 26 in this one. 25 for Naz Reid. 24 for Ant. 10 combined, or 20 combined from Randall and Kispert. We win game 4 by 12. Ant with 34. Randall with 25 and 8. In game number 5, okay, we're going to just score 91 points. The offense was not very good here. Don't lose game 6, please. Please. Wiggins is back. How has Jalen Clark been? Not good. Okay, so we're going to get Aaron Wiggins in there for Jalen Clark. And hope we don't lose game 6, because I don't want to go to a game 7. Yes, thank God. So we win the first 2 rounds in 6. We end up winning by 22. Ant with 36, 8, and 5. Jared Allen with the double-double, 2 blocks as well. And we are, I want to see the playoff stats in round number 2. Yeah, Ant, absolute beast. We're taking on Phoenix, who beat OKC in 5. I don't know if I should be scared of Phoenix or just thankful for them. All right, so can we beat Phoenix and win it all? We're going to lose game 1 by 4, unfortunately. Devin Booker at 48. Game 2, we're going to win this one by 13. Ant with 42. Game 3, we lose this one, unfortunately, by 2. Damn. Ant with 34, 10, and 9, and 2 steals. We're down 2-1. We tied up 2-2. We won by 13. Last time these 2 teams played each other in the playoffs, Minnesota ended up sweeping them, which was the beginning of the end for Kevin Durant in Phoenix. We are going to win game 5, and we are 1 game away from going to the NBA Finals. So 3 out of the last 4 years, we've been in the conference finals, and this time we are actually getting it done. We're going to the NBA Finals, 71 combined between Randall and Edwards. We also have won every single series in 6 games. We're either taking on Cade or Halliburton, and it's going to be, I think, Halliburton. I don't think he won Finals MVP, and they lost. Yeah, they won in 7. Oh my God. What a thriller. They won by 2 in overtime. That is so electric. So both these teams lost in the conference finals in 2024. Both these teams were in the conference finals in 2025. Only one of them advanced. So we're taking on Indiana, led by obviously Tyrese Halliburton. They're without Chris Middleton. I'm not sure Bucks fans like to see that. I don't know what's worse, seeing Middleton in a Pacers jersey or seeing Turner in a Bucks jersey. So yeah, Halliburton is healthy. I don't know if they're banged up. Well, it's just, yeah, Middleton. So game 1, we lose by 4. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Game 2, we're going to win. I like more of that. We end up winning by 21. Game 3, we go up 2-1. Please go up 3-1. Ant with 49, showing that maybe he's the best player in the series. We go up 3-1. We end up winning by 28 points. Randall with 30. Ant with 24. He had 5 steals. And we won in 5. They won game 1. We won 4 in a row. This was our only series in which we ended up winning in not a 6-game series. We won in 5. Ant 38-5-5, and I won it all with Minnesota here in year number 2. Yeah, and is, I would say, deserving of Finals MVP. 38 points in 41 minutes, an absolute superstar in this league, maybe the best player in the league, and we are going to try to repeat next year. We are not going to get anybody retiring. Like Rudy Gobert doesn't retire. I think Mike Conley ended up retiring. Yeah, he's there at the top. He retired on the Golden State Warriors. So KD, Steph, Harden, Russ all go to the Hall of Fame. I don't think Mike Conley's going to get there when it's all said and done. Here we are at the draft lottery, which we don't have anything. I don't even think we own our first round pick. It's going to go to Phoenix at number 30 in like a different swap. That was from Utah to Phoenix. We're going to keep Chris Finch. Is there like a stud young guy here? Yes, Stevie Nance, power forward from Clemson, 6'9". Pretty good player. It's going to go number 1 overall to the Chicago Bulls. So we're here on the night of the draft. I mean, I would like to go back to back as much as I'm happy for this team. Do I trade away Randall after winning it all? Have some fun and see if we can maybe get a really good co-star, like better than Randall, who's been really good over the last 2 years, even 3 in many. Yeah, and I'm not getting, or I actually can't trade Randall because he has a player option. So that's going to make things interesting as well. So the Bulls are going to take, most likely, yes, Stevie Nance, number 1. Austin Wallace, a point guard, 6 foot flat from Ohio State, goes 2. Nelson McDaniels looks pretty good from Oklahoma to Philly at 6. So we don't have any rookies on our team. Randall opts in, which makes my life a little bit easier in a trade. I did not think he was going to opt in. I will pick up the team option on Scottie Pippen Jr. as well. Jokic, Giannis, Towns, Kyrie, and Jalen Green are all free agents. I'm going to give Jalen Clark the qualifying offer. I'll give Zakarsky the qualifying offer and Muhammad Gay as well. And we're going to do a fun trade, I think. I'm going to send Julius Randle to San Antonio to be the power forward next to Wemby. They're also going to get a good 3-point shooter in Corey Kispert. I'm getting Carter Bryant, which I don't know if I want Carter Bryant, which is crazy. Like for the future, yes. But the main thing here is I'm getting De'Aaron Fox, which is now going to make Dante come off the bench in kind of like a 6-man role. And I guess I could reroute Carter Bryant. So I will do this trade. It's not an in-division trade, but an interconference trade. And yeah, our number 2 is going to be De'Aaron Fox. Maybe this is going to be a team Fox ends up on in the future if they have to choose between Castle, Harper, and Fox. One of those guys they have to get rid of. And I'm going to do this trade with the Lakers. He's a lot better in this game than he is in real life. And since we traded away Corey Kispert, I just wanted a lockdown 3-point shooter. Like, I don't really need Carter Bryant's defense as much as he could provide. So I'm going to be trading Scottie Pippen Jr. and Carter Bryant for Dahl to connect in the last year of his deal, but coming off a season where he shot 45 from 3. And I'm also getting a Duke Thero in this trade as well, who I liked as a defender coming out of Arkansas. I would love Ryan Rollins on this team, but he's unrestricted. I mean, I don't need Ryan Rollins, though. Like, I don't think I would play him because, like, DiVincenzo is kind of the backup point guard. I want to see maybe what Isaiah Evans can do this year, but I do have a little bit of cap space if I wanted to sign somebody. So I'm going to sign Miles McBride to a 2-year deal, but McBride's going to be like a rotation, like a bench guy. He's not really going to play for us, I think, right away. I'm going to let Ulrich and Diawara walk, but we're going to get McBride just in case somebody gets hurt. And I'm also going to get another former Knick in Gershon Yabusele as well. So McBride gets to reunite with Dante DiVincenzo. And I think Muhammad Gay is going to be like the 3rd string center. We'll have Zakarsky coming back as well. I guess those guys are going to get the qualifying offer. So 5 guys just took the QOs. I'm excited to see what Isaiah Evans can do this year. I think him and Connect can be really good 3-point shooters, and DiVincenzo all off the bench. We now have De'Aaron Fox in Minnesota. So do I have to cut anybody? Yeah, I have to cut 3 guys before the season starts. All right, one of them is going to be Ulrich. The other one is going to be Diawara. 3rd guy, I mean, Jalen Clark, Duke Thero. Probably don't want to cut any of those guys. So I'm going to cut Gershon, who we picked up. All right, so this is kind of a stress-free year, but I would love to go back-to-back. So I'm actually going to start Naz Reid at the 4, I think, with Connect coming off the bench. Yeah, I want to see what Isaiah Evans can do. I think we can go to like a 10-man rotation, but like, who do I want to play? I mean, I probably need a backup center in a way. Like, it's not... Well, Naz Reid is kind of the backup center still. He could just, like, stagger his minutes with Jared Allen. So we'll do that. We'll do 33 to McDaniels. Let's go 35 to Fox. We'll do a little bit more to Dalton Connect. Yeah, Fox, what is his shot tendency? 95. We're going to lower that a little bit. He's still going to be, like, the number 2 on this team, like Randall. So Anthony Edwards just recently got hurt, and we are 8-0 before he got hurt. He's only out, like, 1 to 2 weeks. But, yeah, we haven't lost a single game yet this season. The sim has been very kind to me so far. Wow. We have won every single game. We are 10-0 to start off the year, 11-0, 12-0. What? And we should be getting Anthony Edwards back, hopefully by this Pelicans game. No, but we win that game. Do we get Ant back by the Pacers game? Doesn't matter. What are we right now? We are 14-0 to start off this year's season. Obviously on a 14-game winning streak. Can I get Ant back in the rotation? I can. Are we going to go 82-0? Let's see. We have a home game against Charlotte. They're 2-12. We beat them. This is probably where our first loss could be. 13-2 Thunder versus 15-0 Timberwolves would be such a sick nationally televised game. And we win. But unfortunately, Dalton Connect is out 1 to 2 months with a torn meniscus in this game. So that's why you have depth. DiVincenzo is going to get more playing time. Dylan Brooks will get more playing time. Isaiah Evans might see a little bit more run time as well. Do I want to get Mohamed Gay out there? I think I might get Aaron Wiggins out there. When is our first loss going to be? Like, we actually like blew them out of the building. That's crazy. Home game against Atlanta. We win. We are 17-0. Can we go 18-0? No, we ended up losing by 8, unfortunately. But hey, I'll take that. So we've just lost back-to-back games, I think, for the first time this season. Dalton Connect just came back. We were 35-8. So we were 35-6 when I wanted to like pause and show you guys. This team is in a great spot to go back-to-back. And we are going to win 60 games for the 3rd straight year. Unfortunately, Naz Reid gets hurt on the last game of the season, in which Luka Doncic wins MVP in. Stevie Nance is your Rookie of the Year for the Chicago Bulls. 6th Man of the Year goes to Josh Giddey. I'm going to do a Bulls rebuild soon. I know I did one at the start of the year, but this team, it's way too different now for all the right reasons. So Wemby with Randall, All-NBA first team. Shea gets hurt. He's on All-NBA second team with Scoot Henderson. Here's All-NBA third team with Anthony Edwards making it yet again. Giannis is a Clipper. We don't get any Timberwolves here, and I think we sold off on Gobert at the right time. So we're taking on Memphis here in round number 1. I don't believe that they've traded away John Morant. We are going to be without Naz Reid for the first couple games. The Grizzlies are going to be without Ty Jerome, and John Morant is playable, but he's banged up. So we are without Naz Reid, which is going to limit us a couple ways. So DiVincenzo, 6-man. We're going to start McDaniels at the 4, Connect at the 3. We're going to play a bunch to Ant, a bunch to Fox for the playoffs. I do think, like, instead of McBride getting minutes, it might be Mohamed Gay over Zikarsky. Why not? Let's do that. Mohamed Gay, like, 14 minutes a night. We're going to go, like, 15 to Evans. We'll do 20 to Brooks, 24 to Dante, 33 to Allen. Just kidding. 31 to Allen, and we'll do 32 to Jaden McDaniels, all until Naz Reid comes back. So 3rd straight 60-win season, taking on Memphis, in which we win game 1 by 10, 134-124, 45-8-6 for Anthony Edwards. Damn, we are going to lose De'Aaron Fox here. He's going to be day-to-day, so that means DiVincenzo, welcome back here to the starting lineup. Do I want to play Aaron Wiggins? I think I do. So let's go like 15 to Wiggins. We're not going to really have like a true backup point guard, but DiVincenzo and Ant are going to play a ton in this game. We'll go a little bit more to Connect and McDaniels. So now we're without Fox for maybe the rest of the series, and Naz Reid for maybe a game or 2 more, and we lose game 2 by 5 in overtime, 145-140, 58 between Edwards and McDaniels. Game 3, we're going to win this one by 10. DiVincenzo with 28, Allen with 25 and 13. Game 4, Naz Reid is good to go. Perfect. So I think we're going to start. No, I think we're going to have Naz Reid still come off the bench, but we're going to go like something like this. Let's go a little bit less DiVincenzo. 11 minutes here. I obviously want to play Naz Reid a bunch, which means probably no more Mohamed Gay. So yeah, Naz Reid's going to get like 26 minutes a night off the hip injury, and let's get him in there as the 6th man. All right, so we did win game 3. DiVincenzo showed up. Jared Allen showed up as well. Game 4, we did lose this one by 2. Damn, so their 2 wins have been in overtime by 5 and in regulation by 6. And at 45-6-9, 2-2 in this game. Game 5, we win this one 140-101. 44 points for Ant, 23 for Reed, Double-double for Allen. And Fox is back for game 6. Let's go. So we are at full strength now. Thank you for your services, Aaron Wiggins, but I do not need you anymore. Isaiah Evans has been knocking down his threes, which is good. We're going to go a little bit less to Brooks. There we go. Game 6. Can we beat them? Yes, we can. So at full strength, we beat them by 30. McDaniels had 25. Welcome back, Fox, 20 and 10. We're taking on the Lakers here in round number 2, who do have the reigning MVP. And with 34 and 7 in round number 1, double-double for Jared Allen. So taking on the Lakers with a Bronny Luka backcourt, DeAndre Hunter, Shohan, Hardenstein, Mitch Robb. Has Reeves regressed? They have Scottie Pippen Jr., yes, from the Connect trade. They just don't even have Reeves on this team anymore. Damn, Carter Bryant probably didn't play too many playoff games, but he is banged up. I don't know how long he is out for. We have a clean injury report, which is great. The Lakers are without Bryant for actually the rest of the year. And Gary Trent Jr. is banged up. We're going to blow them out by 48 in game number 1. Jared Allen and Ant combined for 81 points, 19 rebounds, 7 assists. Last time these two teams played each other in the playoffs, the Timberwolves won in, 5 in 2025? We're going to lose by 5 in game number 2. They still have Luka Doncic at the end of the day. And Luka takes a 2-1 lead. 38, 10, and 8. He's doing it all by himself. He's an absolute stud. All right, game number 4. Jared Allen's banged up. Oh my God, we're without Anthony Edwards for maybe the series. That is huge. Okay, well, Dante DiVincenzo, welcome to the starting lineup. Yeah, you're going to start in the backcourt with Fox. Probably bring Wiggins back out there. I think we're going to go a little bit more to Isaiah Evans. Like, I don't want to play DiVincenzo that many minutes. We'll probably go like 33 to DiVincenzo. We'll go 40 to Ant. Connect, or maybe he can play a little bit more. Damn, that sucks. So we might be screwed. Jared Allen's fully healthy, but we're going to lose game 4 because of the Ant injury. Maybe. I don't know. They were up 2-1 pre-Ant injury. We do win game 5 by 7. I mean, any chance like Ant's back for game 7? No. He might even have missed the conference finals. And we end up losing in 6. We're going to, wow, give up 52 points in the 4th quarter. And Luka had 53 in the game. Fox 25, 5, and 6. And we are going to lose in round 2 for the second time in this video. We did in year 1. We just did in year 3. But luckily in year number 2, we won it all. Devin Booker and Halliburton are your conference finals MVPs. And let's see who wins it all. It's going to be the Phoenix Suns. So for back-to-back years, the Pacers lose the finals. 3rd time in 4 years, they lose the NBA finals. Booker is your finals MVP. He avenges the 2021 season. I would be pissed if I was a Pacers fan looking at this. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this Minnesota Timberwolves rebuild. If you did, I would appreciate you dropping a thumbs up. Let me know what team you'd like to see me rebuild next down below. I have a long rebuild that I'm almost done with, a 20-year historic one that's hopefully going to be out soon. And then I do want to do like a Bulls and a Thunder rebuild as well. So be on the lookout for those. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.